80 years on this earth, and what does the man ask for? Not cake, not candles, a cage on the lawn and a war. The south lawn of the White House, where roses used to grow, now hosts an octagon, symbolism, level pro. Crypto.com's name in lights, World Liberty Financial too, sponsoring the birthday boy's favorite pay-per-view. 250 years of freedom, they said, let's celebrate, with chokeholds on the lawn and fireworks at the gate. But God, it seems, had thoughts. God checked the forecast first, sent down a thunderstorm right when the press conference burst into gear at the Lincoln Memorial steps. 8 o'clock turned to 9:15, the timeline collapsed. Lincoln statues sat there, marble stoic still, watching grown men in suits get drenched against their will. A house divided, Lincoln once famously said. Now it's a press tent divided, evacuated instead. Dana White grabs the mic, water dripping off his chin. I'm sick of hearing about the weather, we are fighting, win or lose, lightning, sleet or sin. Bold words from a man standing under a steel rig in a literal lightning storm, sir. That's a pretty big risk to dig. He said the only thing that stops them is the lightning itself, which, correct me if I'm wrong, was actively happening on the shelf above his head while he said it live on a stream. The irony so thick it short-circuited the dream. And the crowd, oh the crowd, they didn't come for a rain delay, they came for blood and birthday cake, and Dana made them wait and wait. So they turned the chant around, said what they came to say: F you Dana! F you Dana, happy birthday by the way. Meanwhile, in a courtroom somewhere far from the storm, a judge looked at a lawsuit calling this whole thing the volcano of corruption in form. Plaintiff said it marked an inflection point in history. The judge said noted, denied, let the cage match be. So the fights go on Sunday to Peoria, Gate, the main event, Pereira and Gain, the undercards well spent. 6 fights a few yards from where treaties were once signed, now treaties of a different kind. First blood, second wind. And somewhere overhead a pilot's coming into DCA, says the lights from the lawn near blinded him. That's what people say. Now I won't swear on that one, it's one source still thin, but if you're building a stadium under a flight path, let's just say, happy birthday, Mr. President. 80 years, what a run. You wanted a coliseum, and baby, you got one, complete with weather lawsuits, a chanting angry mob, and Dana White out there promoting like it's just another job. We read what they buried, we just report what's on the floor. And tonight the floor is soaked, the cage is locked, the crowd wants more. Not of the fights necessarily, they want their money's worth, they want the show that was promised. Not a rain delay on earth, but the show they say will happen. Lightning's the only foe, and lightning, last we checked, was actively putting on a show. Right above the Lincoln Memorial, right above the flag, right above the birthday boy and his Freedom 250 brag. So happy birthday, America, 250 years today. Lincoln's watching from his chair, he's got nothing left to say, just a cage, a storm, a lawsuit, and a crowd that's had enough. That's the gift this country got unwrapped. It called their bluff, we're Iran-B, and we don't spin, we don't bury, we don't fold, we just hold up the receipts while the story's getting told. 80 candles, 80 years, one cage upon the green. Happy birthday, Mr. President, welcome to the scene. So let's talk about the lights, since the lights are the headline. Not stage lights, not ring lights, industrial grade floodlines, built to turn the south lawn into daylight after dark. Because nothing says 250 years of freedom like turning night to a Vegas arc. And somewhere in the flight path, the pilot's on approach, coming into DCA. And look, I won't overreach, but that airspace is the tightest in this entire land. They don't even let you fly a drone too close, let alone a brand new floodlit coliseum glowing like a second sun. One anonymous report so far, maybe there'll be none, maybe there'll be 20, maybe 5's already in the room, asking why nobody mentioned this during the planning, during the boom. But hey, fireworks to remember, they promised fireworks tonight. Combine that with the floodlights, combine that with the flight corridor that runs directly over federal land, and you've got yourself an evening that even Vegas might have banned. Now back to the chant, let's sit with the chant a second. F you Dana, not subtle, not coded, no lesson in nuance required to understand the room. 8 o'clock turned into 9:15, the patience turned to doom. And when patience turns to doom in a crowd that paid to see violence, sanctioned violence in the name of liberty, they don't go quiet, they don't go home, they get loud and loud. On a night this wet, echoes off every cloud. Dana, to his credit, didn't flinch, didn't blink, stood there soaked to the bone, said exactly what you think. This is a one of one, I love it, I love it, I love it. 3 times like a man trying to convince the storm above it that this was in fact going great, that this was in fact the plan. The fans booing in the rain, also somehow part of the plan. Meanwhile, Zach Brown's out here defending the gig, calling it patriotism, calling it the real deal. Big and look, maybe it is, maybe a country song under a White House floodlight, fireworks going strong, fighters bleeding for freedom, crypto logos on the cage. Maybe that's just where we are, maybe that's the new stage. I'm not here to tell you it's not allowed, I'm here to tell you what's true and let you read the crowd. A federal judge looked at Volcano of corruption in writing and said basically cute, but the fights are happening, no fighting. This in court tonight, denied, case closed, move along. Sometimes the gavel's the only thing louder than the song. And through it all, Lincoln, just Lincoln sitting there, 1922, he went up hand resting on his chair, watching slavery's aftermath, watching the Union mend, now watching pyrotechnics and an octagon descend onto the lawn. He can see from the seat on the steps, if marble could sigh, I imagine that's what's left. With malice toward none, he once famously wrote, tonight malice is for Dana, and it's coming from the throats of several thousand people who just wanted to see a fight, and instead got rescheduled, rained on, and told it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. So here's where we land, 80 candles, one big cage, a president to promote a storm that stole the stage, a lawsuit that lost a pilot that might have nearly crashed, and a crowd in the rain that said just about enough and lashed out. The only way crowds know how, in unison and rhyme, 4 words repeated, echoing through the DC nighttime. Happy birthday, sir, 80 years, and here's the gift. A nation's capital turned into a pay-per-view, adrift between ceremony and chaos, between the flag and the fight, between freedom spelled in fireworks and a runway losing light. We read what they buried, we just report what's on the floor. Tonight the floor is the South Lawn, and the South Lawn wants more. More delays, more chants, more lightning, one more round. R&B and signing off until the next thing goes down.